I'm used to you just always being funny and being harsh and crass. But this, I was like, oh, I'm reading this thing and it's like, oh shit, he's serious. What happened, dude?
I got all butthurt, right? Because I think you laughed to react.
Yeah, I laughed to react.
I get real. It's because I have severe PTSD from.
So talk about that
from my car accident, and it.
Welcome to the Joshua Maroles podcast.
What's going on, guys? Josh Moroles here with Mario Superstar Salazar. I've been trying to have this guy on, I think, since I started the damn podcast 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Before that, we had you were on the show with Vinny D, which was First Round on Me, which I produced. But now it's all about me. So
Yeah.
So right before we get into the podcast, of course, I want to thank my sponsors. This is the first time
All about Josh.
This is the first time I have sponsors on, and to the people I reached out to, they were like really fast to be like, yes, I'm going to jump on that. It's pretty cool to have people that have been following you for years and will jump on anything that you do, because I've lost clients because of the podcast. It's crazy.
Really?
We'll talk about that in a bit. But McAllen Valley Roofing, man, they're I know the owner very well. Brian McSteen, stand-up guy. I've been following him for years. I see the way he treats his customers. I see the way he treats his employees. And he's definitely an entrepreneur that I follow all the time for advice. I'll reach out to him and he'll give me so much information. But the way he runs his business is how I'm really interested in running the way I do things. And it's grown so much. And he's the guy that has helped the Rio Grande Valley when there's storms, there's hail. He fixed that up like the next day.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome that he's the title sponsor for the show. But if you have any problems with your roof or anything, give him a call, 956-467-0536. That's McAllen Valley Roofing.
If your roof's on fire, raise it.
That might be another problem, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So what's up, guys? Mario Superstar Salazar, man. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think is the funniest person in the Rio Grande Valley?
Myself.
You're damn right.
I shouldn't say but. I also think I'm the funniest person to ever walk God's green earth. For real, man. And I know it sounds, but I'm constantly making myself laugh, which my neighbors think I'm loquito when I'm walking my dog. I'm just dad see that walking by myself. Yeah, ever since I done mushrooms, man, I've lived such a different perspective of life, bro.
You haven't
I'm so happy, man.
But down here, he brought his dog, and I have my dog that usually comes out on the podcast, and my dog was trying to hump his dog, and his dog got pissed.
Yeah, man.
Started barking back at him and biting him.
Yeah, Mellow. I'm so sorry, bro.
Mellow's not mellow.
Yeah, he usually, I'm trying to get him. He's rowdy with the dogs in the neighborhood, but I take him to my friend's house and we hang out, and she brings her dog and they're running around and stuff. But he also likes to nibble, bite a little bit when he gets excited. When dogs try to hump, and when he gets excited, he even does that to me. She got kind of scared too, because they're running around and everything, but this guy's trying to nib at him and stuff. So
yeah,
mellow
dogs. Imagine if humans did that shit. There's a segment that I want you to start off with, and you always do it in your Instagram shows. How is it? Yeah, that one.
Oh, my word of the day.
Yeah.
Ghetto birds. I
was trying to do that all morning. I can't do it.
I'm trying. Yeah, man. I'm trying to. Oh, there goes the hat. I'm trying to educate the Rio Grande Valley. I've been doing this word of day, and a lot of people, tell me wow, dude, your vocabulary is very impressive. You sound very grandiloquent.
What was that? How was it?
That means pompous in the way of speaking.
There you go. You're learning something today. Damn it.
Oof.
So what's going on in the life of Mario Superstar Salazar? I've been following you, and you've been super busy, dude.
Yes, it was an awful time to get banned on Facebook on my personal page, because that's where I have my most, not my most followers, because that's my fan page, but my most loyal, my most, my closest friends, and my, and it's a horrible, because I have so many shows coming up. I was in jail for 30 days, and I got out to post that I was opening up for Ice Cube. And hombre, so funny, dude. With my tío, dude, I went over to visit my mom and my tío and stuff, and he's like, "Oye, mijo, I heard that you're gonna open up, you're gonna share the stage with Ice Cream."
Ice cream.
El vato de Anaconda. That's how he knows him
From Anaconda.
because of Jennifer Lopez. He's a big Jennifer Lopez fan. El vato de que salió con Jennifer. El Ice Cream. But it was a trip, man. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, and man, dude, I was supposed to do 15 minutes. And then they told me, oh, Bone Thugs and Harmony had scheduling problems or flight problems. They can't make it. Mm-hmm. So you're going to fill their spot. I was like, pues me que se moche. Yes, I was doing like that. So then, and then it went from 15. They were running late. So then they're like, oh, you're doing 10. And so I went up. Raymond was introducing me. He took 5 minutes telling people that he gave me a shot. I was like, dude, because it's like, all right, man, you got 10 minutes because the fireworks show is about to start. And then Raymond went up there. Bro, I love giving people back because I'm a great guy. This is what I do. Yeah. I'm a great guy. And I'm going to bring up the next guy. And just let me tell you, he's up on stage because of me. For like 5 minutes, bro. And I'm like, bro, the fireworks.
Now, can you get an audience to engage with you in those 5 minutes?
Easily. Desmadre in 5 minutes, bro.
That's never been a problem for you because you have like hour sets, right?
Oh yeah, bro. I've been writing a lot of new material. I'm writing a whole new set. I just filmed my special in Del Rio. And I did an hour and 40 minutes, and I still had a lot of material that a lot of old material that I didn't get to, and then a lot of the new material that I'm barely writing. But it's good because I'm saving it for another special that I'm writing just about this guy. It's called Mellow.
When you film these specials, are you writing content or are you putting together content that you've done over the years for that one thing? Because I've listened to podcasts before about comedians. Getting to an hour is fucking hard.
I heard in comedy, once you hit your 10-year mark is when you really start finding your voice. And I heard that from like when I was barely like 4 years in. I was like, damn, bro. And you really do. Now I feel life is just constant comedy. Life is just constant comedy at all times. Like I was at the gym right now, and my mom called me to tell me there was a bulldog that snuck into the house, but she was so excited. She's like, "Oh, está bien bonito el perro, pero ahí vienen the neighbors on their way." And she just called me to tell me that while I was just cooling down on the treadmill, right? And I had my AirPods in, and I still call my mom mommy sometimes. You know, it's me mommy. You know, my mama's boy. So I was hanging up with her, and I said, bye, mommy. Right when I said that, some lady was leaving, and she was taking out her AirPods, leaving the gym, and I said, bye, mommy. Very attractive lady. And she turned around and smiled. So I'm like, I still got it! Woo! Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man.
That would have been so creepy if not creepy. It would have been funny if she thought it was just creepy. Like, ugh. Calm down, Theo.
How long have you been doing you've been working out? I see you've been on the path to health, and I was like, damn, this guy's getting the shit done, man. It gave me confidence and energy to go out and start riding my bike, because I got on it and then I started doing it for 2 weeks, and life bombarded me.
Yeah, it's consistency. It's very hard, but especially on the road. But I've been working out on the road too. Yeah, I was doing really good before the apocalypse. Mm-hmm. Raymond got married on April 1st, and then the next day I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna hit it hard, bro. I'm gonna hit it hard. I had told Raymond, I was like, your wedding's gonna be my last like chingon mío for a while. And then right off the bat, I lost like 50 pounds in like 4 or 5 months. I was hitting it hard, and then I kind of plateaued but stayed consistent. And at my heaviest, I was at 387 when I On April 1st, 2019, when I started working out again, I was I was maybe like 350.
Okay.
So then, started working out chingon style. By August of 2020, I was already, August of 2019, I was already under 300.
Wow.
And it was hard with the rope, but I kept it consistent y todo. But I would still have a lot of cheat days, and I wasn't, taking
Well, it's
it
very
personal.
hard to do that stuff on the road.
Yeah,
man.
it is on the road.
Period, because it's very easy to just like stop at fucking McDonald's and boom, easy, boom.
Well, when the world got shut down, I was at 290, and then the stage was taken away from me. I realized I'm also a food addict, man.
Yeah.
Besides being an alcoholic and a cocaine addict, I just indulge in stuff, bro. And
You don't drink, though, right?
pan, no, just indulge in stuff, bro. Just love it. Dude, I don't drink no more. I gave up drinking. When the apocalypse or the pandemic happened, I started gaining weight because the stage was gone, and the stage and the laughter replaces a lot of those vices that are bad for me, right? So I didn't want to go back to drugging. I didn't want to go back to drinking. So naturally, and I was just so isolated. It was just me and Mello, who has made himself very comfortable.
Let him chill.
I told you he's Mello.
Hey, now
once we
he's
not trying to
Mello.
hump him, once dogs are trying to take his manhood or his doghood. So yeah, I ballooned up back to 320, and was just depressed. And I realized, dude, I'm also a food addict, because I realized, I would get like bad news, or I would just feel so isolated, and I would rush to make myself grab some chips, or and then I was like, fuck, bro. Can I curse here? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
course, man.
I was like, you know what, man? Like, I want to completely change my lifestyle. So I've lost the 30 pounds that I originally gained. I'm at 286 right now, and I'm just wanna. So I'm at a complete 100 pounds loss.
Nice.
since that's my heaviest. I want to go for another 100. My weight in the Marine Corps was 180, so I want to see if I could hit that.
Badass, man.
So yeah, man, I've been hitting it hard at the gym, man, and bien chato ahí, dando inspirational quotes, man. Ahí. The pain of process is better than the pain of regret. And shout out to the gym bros that are so nice to me, man. They this dude yesterday, I was doing a form wrong. He comes over, he's like, "Hey, man, no disrespect. Well, first, like, let me tell you, man, I love your videos. I love your comedy. Like I'm a huge fan. Like, I don't want to interrupt your workout, but you want to put it here this way so you could get more." It's like, I had it on the back because I was doing that. He was explaining everything. I was like, oh, man. I felt like, man, that's so cool. Thank you so much, man.
Badass.
Thank you so much, man. And I've been living now, like, with this motto in life to just help others constantly, man.
Yeah.
And then, when I help myself by helping others now, man. So
Yeah, I feel gratitude is a whole different thing, and it takes on a whole different meaning after the whole pandemic, man. How did you deal with the pandemic?
like with this dude, this Rowdy,
That was him back there.
right there. As soon as they say, "How'd you deal with the pandemic?" He's like, "That's me. That's me. That's my
Right
cue."
there, man.
I had somebody to live for now, man. With Mello, man. Look at that dude. Thank God for Mello, man. I got him on January of 2020.
Yeah.
So the world shut down in March.
Yeah. Started in
And,
February and just
I was so isolated, man, and thank God for it. It was just me, him, and the Amazon guy that would come once a month.
So how did you
So-
pull yourself out of depression? Because you said you were depressed. Like,
Yeah, by helping others, man. I started talking. First mushrooms. once I did mushrooms, bro, I was like, oh. No, it's me, Mario. I was like, no wonder my name is Mario, bro. Like, shit, third eye, bro. My purpose, I just saw purpose, bro. And I saw my purpose is to help others, inspire billions, and just make the RGV a hotbed for comedy, and just have the young comics have their own. The young comics here not only get my own Netflix special and my own HBO special, but have every young comic here in the Valley, get one too, man. Well, the good ones.
The good ones.
Nah, there's a lot of great talent here, man.
That's badass, man. I mean, whenever I think about comedy in back in the day, I don't remember anything being here. Was there anything?
There really wasn't, and until Cena started doing comedy weekly, and I remember Bird always shout out to Bird from Cena and Isaac. Bird always brings up the story because it is funny. It was during the MySpace days, and I reached out to him all salty, like all mean. Hey man, why don't you ever guys give the locals a shot? Because I had dabbled in like open mics in San Antonio and in the Marine Corps, and I've always wanted to be a stand-up. I just wanted to be an entertainer, and I was always been funny, always been a huge fan of stand-up. And he's like, "What are you talking about? We would love to give locals an opportunity. It's just nobody has reached out to us. You're the first one, so you want to come out. You want to come out and check out the show, and then you feel comfortable going up." And I remember there was a Mr. Cotton's.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to play there, man.
You used to play there?
Yeah.
They one time said I was gonna do stand up. I remember I was telling the bartender or the manager that I was a huge fan of stand up, and I had just been on NBC with Jay Leno with Stuttering Mendez because he came down for spring break, and they did a segment of who can out chug them there at the beach, and I had this real ridiculous hat, and he picked me out of the crowd, and like I did a little stand up, like not like stand up. I was just funny to the crowd, and then I out chugged them, and so
how long ago was that, dude?
That was in 2006.
Oh shit, okay.
2005, 2006. And so I told the guy from Mr. Cotton's, dude, like, hey man, so I've been on TV doing comedy. Might start doing it here in the Valley. He's like, oh well, let's put you on stage. And like, what? So, oh my gosh, bro, I bombed horribly. I wasn't even. It's not even considered a bombing because I was just up there talking like about myself. That I'm Mario Superstar Salazar. I've been calling myself Superstar. The history on that. I used to do backyard wrestling in the Marine Corps, and that was my wrestler's name. I used to go, hate me because you ain't me. And now they had it in a movie, man. I was all mad. I was like, I used to say that, dude. My finishing move was the falling star. It was beautiful.
The falling star.
I think we concussed ourselves a bunch of times. Just a bunch of young, dumb Marines just hitting each other with everything, bro.
Whatever you could find, man.
Yeah. We had a little following too, man. That was the start of Superstar. But yeah, man, where was I at? I was a little stoned.
Mr. Cotton's.
Oh yeah, so I went to Mr. Cotton's, bro, and it was horrible, bro. So I didn't do anything on stage for a while. Then I moved to San Antonio. I was homeless in San Antonio, believe it or not. Yeah, I was homeless for a while because I was waiting for this. I couldn't find any stable job here, so this veterans group was gonna find me a job. But being unbeknownst to me, it was like this program that helped like homeless veterans get a job and stuff. I was just going to get a job, but they're like, you have to wait. So I was homeless, dude. I was living like in hotels, for a car, dude, for like 2 weeks. And then they finally like put me in this like veterans home, and I was working there and doing some stand up, some open mics. And then I got a pretty good job. I got my own place, but I just came home because I just missed the Valley too much, which means I ran out of money.
Looking back at everything that you've done, how does it feel to live life on your own terms? Because as an entrepreneur, you have those really high highs and really low lows. How do you stay confident? How do you stay head forward, head fast with what you're doing? Like, how is it life now living on your own terms?
It's so rewarding just because of the highs of waking up and not having to rush to get to a job or just rush to I mean, of course there's times where I gotta wake up early to catch a flight or come to a podcast
or show up late to a podcast.
Show up late to a podcast. But I'm so happy that I'm late to a podcast because I was at the gym and stuff like that, not because I was like hungover and stuff like that anymore, man. So So yeah, no, just I as cliche as it sounds, bro. I wake up like super blessed. The first thing I do is like I look at myself in the mirror and say I am blessed. I honestly do that. Before I go to bed, I always write down my affirmations too, and then I wake up and I look in the mirror, and then I open the door to my room and I go, "Come here, my noble steed." And Mello wakes up too and comes and say hi, and it's like the coolest feeling, and I get my day going, bro. And now when comedy got taken away from me, I realized how much I miss comedy, and I never and ever want to not be performing. So I now treat comedy like I was very complacent before the apocalypse. I was just going through the motions, just getting booked, and then going to a town, just and then but now is like I have projects, and I'm treating comedy as an actual job.
There's a new appreciation.
You have new appreciation, so I do all the I can't even say the word, intricate details of comedy, writing, studying, booking, and staying relevant because I want to consistently always get booked. Yeah. So
that's badass, man. How did you learn to like write down those affirmations before bed and wake up and give that gratuitous, I guess, message back to yourself?
It sort of started just one day. It kind of went from like I needed to. This was back in maybe the beginning of 2020, even before the apocalypse, or late 2019. I would write down my goals, and then I slowly started thinking like I am gonna drink a lot of water and stuff like that. Yeah. And then I told one of my friends about it. He's like, "Man, I see you a lot happier." I had just gone viral for WWE Raw. Okay. And he came over to smoke, and he's like, "Number way you went viral, bro." And I see you I see you much happier and stuff. He's like, "Number, but I've been doing this thing, bro. Like I write down my goals and for the day and stuff like that." He's like, "Oh, so you're doing I am affirmations?" And he kind of told me the I am things, and from there I just started. Every day I have this, the last hour before I go to bed. It's probably my happiest hour because I put relaxing music and I just say it to myself, repeat it. I am talented. I am driven. I am smoking the best weed. I'm drinking the best coffee. I am a great lover. Things you envision for yourself.
Absolutely.
I am in tip-top physical shape. Oh, y deja tú, bro. I know the world shut down, but in April, I had my first viral video after I started doing that, and then all the viral videos started coming in, man.
Are you on TikTok?
No, dude. I want to. Everybody tells me I should. I want to, but at the same time I don't because I'm a proud American, and as you can tell. Did you see the video of me in the checkpoint?
Yes.
Hey, I don't want to deal with no communist app. No, and I've talked so much shit about TikTok, man, that if I get one now, everybody's gonna be like, "Nah,
well, the TikTok is the wild, wild west, man. Like you can get away with anything and everything on there. I mean, they're freaking. You can download people's music and just put it on your damn thing. You can't do that on Facebook. You can't do that on Instagram. You can't do that on YouTube.
But they're real strict about weed, right? I heard.
That I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But you're obviously an advocate for marijuana. What do you think about Sha'Carri Richardson, the one that happened from the Olympics that she got banned? She cannot run.
It sucks, but her character, like, what do they say, man? The character is how you like. I think she's gonna bounce back in ways like everybody knows her name now, and I'm not saying like she was gonna win the gold medal. Obviously, and she was gonna be a household name, but this thing just I think it made her bigger, man. And dude, I think there's gonna be so much pressure to just take weed off the ban list after this, and then she's gonna get crazy freaking sponsors. Yeah, fucking Mike Tyson's ranch is gonna sponsor. Everybody's gonna sponsor
Tyson Ranch.
She's gonna become a pop culture icon after this, bro. Everybody's gonna know her.
It's weird because I've heard like the Olympics, they make so much damn money, and their Olympians don't make shit. Dude. Yeah, like they don't make anything. They have to get through sponsorships. So, but back to the thing about weed. Like, I know there's very high functioning adults that smoke weed, and then of course there's the opposite. What are your thoughts on marijuana here in Texas and then throughout the United States?
For me, it saved my life.
How? Because you're not the first person that's told me that.
Cause it helped me. Every time I say I'm sober, like there's always some nerd that's like, "Oh, I saw you smoking weed." I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, I don't know, man.
It's an interesting question because
it's
everybody has their own relationship with it that I've talked to that smokes it, and they seem to be happier. They are a better father or mother. They're just better person in this world because of it.
Yeah. And even like for me now is just everything in life revolves around weed. I know it sounds real addict talk, but I have severe knee pain. Like I have a torn meniscus and meniscus arthritis from my time in the Marine Corps. And I don't know if this is gonna affect my my small VA disability that I get because they gave me some money because of my knee pain. But I fell off a go-go dancer's cage. It wasn't in training. I'm sorry, Uncle Sam. And just remember, everything is for entertainment purposes. But I fell off a go-go dancer's cage in Tijuana, Mexico. Messed up my knee. Just jacked up for the rest of my life. So they've offered me these crazy pills, narcotics, the Oxycontins and all that, because that pain is so severe. And I tell them no. I heard that they drug test you too for other substances for street drugs when they give you that. I don't know how true that is, but either way, knowing my addictive personality, I rather smoke a joint. I rather put some CBD cream on my knees, and I rather be happier and be thinking like instead of taking those pills, thinking like, oh, I can manage the pain a little bit, with this little joint.
Yeah.
It makes me more creative. It calms me down. I smoke to celebrate. I smoke to get happier. It's a miracle drug, man. Can't say weed and mushrooms. The 3 M's in life: mellow, mota, and mushrooms.
What else is there, man?
Yeah, and good coffee.
And good coffee. We're drinking some coffee my buddy brought from Tapachula, Chiapas. What do you think about it?
I am sorry.
By the way, my wife got these. All right.
I have coasters of myself too. My friend did it too, man.
But yeah, he brought this coffee. What do you think about the coffee?
It's really good. I'm a coffee connoisseur. So.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're gonna thank our sponsors. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually start solar with nothing up front, nothing down. My name's Johnny Garza. I'm with the McAllen Valley Roofing and Solar LLC. I'm the acting solar specialist here, and I'm here to make you aware of the incentives that we have. To give you an example, I had a customer come in and they wanted a roof. The roof was going to cost $12,000 to $14,000. And I offered them the choice of going solar. They said they were thinking about it, they just didn't know how to go about it. Said simply just give me your light bill and I'll go off of the usage that you've been using already in your home so I can make the system big enough to sustain your home. I also told them that I can include the roof. They wouldn't have to give me anything down. They can keep the money in the bank and I could finance it all together. Payment was literally the same or a little bit more than what they were paying for light. We have a 30-year warranty on the system and the marksmanship of the installation. So the sustainability of the system, if anything happens, for example, if we go on the roof and we damage a roof, our warranty covers that repair. So just call the number down below and Dana will answer and take care of you just like family.
Hey folks, there's a pandemic, there's an epidemic, and it's sweeping across the country, and the RGV is a hot spot, and it's not COVID, it's bad credit. Bad credit can rob you of a lifetime of high interest payments, tens of thousands of dollars. It can rob you from getting that dream home or that beautiful car that you've always wanted. Don't let bad credit do that to you. give us a call. Beretta Credit Repair. The number's on the screen. Give us a call. We're right here in the RGV. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to the Josh Morales podcast. My good buddy here, Mario Superstar. We've worked together on some comedy shows here in Uptown McAllen. I remember reaching out to you years ago and say, hey, North McAllen needs some comedy. And you're like, yeah, whatever. And then years later, you brought fucking comedy to North McAllen.
Oh man,
do you remember?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, you see, those were during my irresponsible days, and I would just, like, I'm so hungover to reply. But I'm so glad we kept at it, bro, and because those Friday Night Funnies at London's are really, really fun.
It's cool because I saw the need for laughter like years ago when I was helping Peppers, when I was trying to get you out there. And it's such an interesting thing that comedy is here in the Valley, but nobody ever really paid attention, and you just kept going and going and going and going. And now it's something that people really look forward to. That's what I love about it, dude.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling when you're at these shows and you're laughing.
Yeah, it is. Oh, and then
I feel bad for people who haven't experienced it.
It really, I mean, yeah, it's and it's so much fun. And like the comics that I booked, I know that they make it personal, like not personal, like making fun of them, but like interacting with the crowd. Like I know what comics are gonna kick ass there.
Yeah.
And it's always a great time, man. Like people message me when I'm not there, saying like, man, dude, today's, this month's show was awesome. Can't wait for the next one. And like, oh man, great job. You know?
It's always cool when you get to show up and tell your jokes and interact with the crowd, because you're not always there. But I know everybody always wants you there. But I think if everybody sees you every damn month, it's gonna be like, all right, dude. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing, dude. Like, luckily, pues también I've been booked almost every weekend. Last month, I was working on bringing Eddie Griffin, and it fell through. But so I had a Friday off, and it was perfect. I shouldn't say perfect, but the feature was, and prayers to her, our good friend Kristen Lindner. She was having some health issues, and I was off that day. So I booked. I went out, and it's cool because it's like my paid open mic. Yeah. I'm so busy that I don't have time to go to open mics anymore, and now my open mics are like my Twitter, which follow me at Superstar Comedy. Yeah.
Because he's banned from everywhere.
Because I'm banned from Facebook right now, and so yeah, it's good test. I get to test out material there at London's, and so that's what I've been doing, man. I tested out this joke that I've been working on my it's on Mana.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, bro.
Are we gonna hear it?
I mean, I'll give you the synopsis. I apparently a woman's yak or a woman's squirt. I don't know how the correct vernacular. A woman's secretion. It's called Mana, bro.
Really?
I had no idea.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Yes, dude. I thought it was the famous legendary rock band, bro. Huh. No, it's yak. It's yak.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, bro.
You learn something new
dude.
all the damn time.
So
I think it was last year when I had invited you somewhere or something, or no, you had texted me about something with the comedy show, and you were saying that you don't drive anymore.
yeah.
What was that about? Because I'm used to you just always being funny and being harsh and crass. But this, I was like, oh, I'm reading this thing, and it's like, oh shit, he's serious. What happened, dude?
I got all butthurt, right? Because I think you laughed to react.
Yeah, I laughed to react.
I get real. It's because I have severe PTSD from.
So talk about that.
From my car accident, and I have to. I'm still not comfortable driving long periods like in the expressway. I had to go yesterday to Harlingen. I have a truck, but I try not to drive around too much. But I'm getting more comfortable now. I started. My friend, she really like. Like yesterday, I texted her that I'm going to Harlingen and I'm super nervous, and she's like, "You'll be fine. You're protected by God." And she's like. And I know it was just Harlingen, but for me, it was a big deal.
No, yeah.
And
I can tell you're having a hard time talking about it. What happened?
On April of 2014, I was. They called me up to do a show on a Monday at the Comedy Club in San Antonio, and I had just got in a new car. And I had gotten a little Hyundai Elantra 2012, and it was a 2-year-old car. Like for me, that was pretty baller stuff at the time. So I had my, I was like, man, for real, man, do the Comedy Club on a Monday. Let's go, man. So I go out there, man. I'm driving. I remember I'm singing along, and the song "Patience" from Guns N' Roses. That's why now I love that song, but now I have a hard time hearing it sometimes because it brings me it triggers my what happened.
PTSD.
Yeah. So this truck, this semi side swiped me. I guess the guy was on his phone or falling asleep, so it kind of pushed me off the road, and I was going pretty fast too. I think I was going like 85. So I lost control of the car, and I went in like 80 miles per hour into a tree, bro. By Tree Rivers. The car just completely demolished. I think my girth saved me because I didn't eject from I was wearing my seatbelt too, but it just cut me I was so bruised up, really, really jacked up. The adrenaline, I got out, dude. I shit you not, man. I got out. I had so much. I was messed up, dude. People like 4 or 5 cars, like they saw how bad the car was, and so they pulled over to help me, and I staggered out of the car, dude, just bleeding and just all messed up. And the first thought was one of my first thought was, I wonder if I could still make the show. Wow, that's what fucking came to my head, dude. Wow, I wonder if I could make the show. And then I tried walking, and I saw how painful it was to walk, and the people were like, "Just lay down, man." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm really fucking hurt." But I had so much adrenaline at first, but then after a while, I was like, "Oh my god, my whole body hurts." I was fucked up. They took me to the Alice Hospital, and I just remember going in and out, man, and my sister and my mom coming, and I was there for about 3 or 4 days. They wanted to keep me an extra day, but on Friday, I had a show at the Civic Center with Raymond and Rock and Roll James called The Valley Kings of Comedy. And I told them, I'm ready to go, man. I was still all bruised up and everything. My ankles were swollen, just more cankles than usual. I couldn't even put on my shoes, man, and I was still pretty banged up, but I made it to the show.
Wow,
I made it to the show, and again, dude, I can't stand for long periods of time, so I'm waiting backstage for Rock and Roll James to introduce me, and then he decides to do like a 10-minute bit, and I'm there like in so much pain, like apúrale, way. He finally brings me out, man, and the reception of the crowd, just gave me so much fucking energy that day and that night, man. It was one of my proudest moments as a comic that I went out, dude, after like almost dying. That's on insane, Monday, dude. And then performing on Friday. Straight out of my childhood best friend, Joshi, man. He picked me up from the hospital and drove me back. He lives in Corpus now, so he drove to Alice, picked me up, and drove me to the show. And wow. He was just he's like, "Are you sure you're gonna do this, man?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I have to, man." So that was pretty cool. And then, so the recovery of that was pretty bad, man. That's when I was at my heaviest, man, to 2015, because all of 2014 I was just so depressed because of that car accident, man. My drinking went up again, and just eating, man. Just eating, drinking, and just not really progressing as a comic at that time, man. Just because I was still so shooked up about that thing. Instead of like making me realize, and I should have, and I'm sorry, God, that life is so precious. You know, I took it the wrong way, and I was like, man, you know, pues chingam, fucking. My life sucks, dude. I'm all jacked up. My knees are all messed up because of the falling from a go-go dancer's cage, and now this car accident. And I'm all fat, and you know, I'm just gonna be the same stagnant. So it was a bad time in my life, bro. And so so yeah, man. The driving just really scares me sometimes, man. But I'm poco a poco, man. Slowly.
It seems like it because I saw you driving. I was like, this guy doesn't drive, dude. I was like, shit, he drove to the podcast, man. How awesome is that, dude? That's crazy, man. But yeah, dude, I think that's one of the things that people don't talk about like at all is PTSD. And I know there's so many people that go through it, and I don't know if this is going to be some therapeutic thing for you after getting it off your chest, but I hope it is. I mean, I hope
really
it
is, man. Like not that many people know. Yeah, they know like my miraculous show that Friday got out of the hospital, and it's such a cool fucking story. Like, oh, he was in the hospital for almost died in this car accident, the car totaled, and then he made it to the show all banged up. That's fucking cool. But the other part of it is what I haven't really told anybody till now. How fucking shitty I got afterwards, man. And you know, I've been. I was going through, and then, pues, you know, yeah, I picked myself up and I started doing better, but then the apocalypse hit and that shit started all over again, man. All that isolation, all that depression, all that feeling of you know, worthlessness, man. And it's a shitty feeling, man. But what got me through it, mushrooms, and talking about it, talking about it. Now I won't shut the fuck up, man. I know women are attracted to the strong, silent, stoic type, and I just can't shut the fuck up. But yeah, man. So talking about and helping others, man. I started. I was a shitty Marine, man. I'll admit it. I saw some of my Marine brothers at my comedy taping. And they told me how proud they are of me, and because they used to remember how I used to fucking party, man. I was bad, bro. Just fucking. Everybody loved me. I was everybody's drunk little brother that like you can't help but love, but you're like at the same time, this motherfucker's gonna kill himself, dude, I went to Japanese jail. I was causing international race wars, fights. Like, I got this big old fight against Mexicans and Puerto Ricans one time. I got everybody all fighting. Dude, I was a mess. I love my Puerto Rican brothers.
International level, man.
Yes, bro.
It's crazy how life happens, huh?
Yeah.
It's a very strange thing that we're all going through, and that's why I really love the podcast style or the podcast format, because it goes on, and it can go on for 45 minutes or an hour. And I think after a certain time frame is when people are real. Yeah. And that's what I love about this thing, is because it's a conversation.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And so I was a shitty Marine. So now, then I went through my bouts of depression. After my car accident, I didn't even know it was depression. When I was at the apocalypse, just stuck at home, I started reading up like, man, dude, I would never wake up just fucking worthless before. Like, so then I started reading up on it, and I was like, man, dude, like, I'm depressed right now. So started talking, I started helping other veterans. And now, since I was such a shitty Marine, now I want to be the best veteran possible. I want to help veterans, dude. At a show, I'm always telling people like, hey, if you know, if your brother, sister, if you know, cousin, friend was a veteran, and you know they could use, you know, just someone to talk to, I give them my Instagram, give them my number, tell them to hit me up, give them my Facebook, tell them to message me. I always post on Twitter, on Facebook, on my fan page, because I'm banned on my personal page. But if there's a veteran that wants to come work out, even if you're in better shape than me, like, let's fucking work out. Let's shoot the shit for an hour. And I do that now, man. And it's been helping me chingos too, man. Yeah. Just that's how I help myself, by helping others, man. So I was a shitty Marine. Now I'm trying to be the best veteran possible. I'm gonna volunteer in February with Steve Trevino to this thing where they get veterans and they fly them in a helicopter and they shoot pigs, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Which sounds fun, actually.
Yeah, dude. I'll volunteer for that, and I'm just reaching out to veterans, man, and I talk to them constantly, and yeah, man. And if you're watching this, and even if you're not a veteran, man, you know, just if you ever fucking want to go work out or just shoot the shit, man, I mean, I got you, man.
Badass, man. That's good to hear, man. There's not very many people that will offer that. Or they just silent about it. So I applaud you. I applaud you for doing that, man. So before we finish off the podcast, I kind of just wanted to pick your brain and obviously go back to the depression part, because I think a lot of people are struggling with that, and I think one of the goals that I'm trying to do with this podcast is to give people insight, to give people something to think about as far as purpose, because I fall sometimes, dude, and I wake up in the morning, it's like, dude, like, what am I doing? I'm not adding any value back into people's lives. So I'm consciously making decisions nowadays to try to give back more value than
that's awesome, man.
Than take it. So what would be like your advice to comics or anybody that's just starting up, barely beginning their journey with whatever they're doing? What would you, with everything that you've gone through, what would you say?
Keep at it. If you know this is your purpose, just tell yourself you're healing people with your laughter, man. So take it serious, because it is a big fucking deal, man. I am so fucking passionate about comedy. I tell the young comics constantly, as fucking cheesy and corny as it sounds, we're fucking superheroes, man. We use our pain to heal others. And so use that pain and you use that life experience to make others feel good. And once you really, really deep down love doing that, it's gonna fucking come easy to you. You know, you're gonna find your purpose and of fucking making others feel good by laughter, man.
Badass, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. I appreciate you driving over here, man.
Yes.
It's awesome,
thank
dude.
you. And it helps me too, bro. Like, hey, poquito, man. I had to go to Harlingen and then this, and I was like, yeah, man, you know, I got this, man.
Badass,
and
man.
I saw it was 28 minutes. I was like, fuck.
This podcast starts at 12. You got here at 12:28.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Once again, we'd like to thank you all for joining the podcast. Mario right here. Thank you, guys. What do you have coming up, man? This is not going to air till later, so I guess talk about not your dates, but
Well, I'm
where to find your dates.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm constantly posting my shows, so it's at Superstar Comedy. And Mondays, I'm doing this workout show called Manteca Free Monday.
Manteca Free Monday.
Where I get put through a workout through different trainers. I've had a UFC MMA fighter. I had Joyce Summerlove.
Yeah.
She was my first one, man. She's super, super passionate and super dedicated, man. She put me through a heck of a workout. I had an insanity coach, Insane Mike. And so just different. I'm gonna do one with wrestlers. I'm gonna do one with boxers. I'm gonna do one with a Marine reservist. So if you're a trainer or just, you know, you like working people out, man. If you're watching this, follow me, and if you wanna put me through the ringer, we'll get on it too, man. And you can catch that on YouTube, Manteca Free Mondays. Just search Mario Salazar.
Badass, man.
And yeah.
All right, guys. We will see y'all later. Bye.
Later, man. Legalize it. Great coffee.
Boom.
Hey folks, there's a pandemic, an epidemic, and it's all across our country, and the RGV is a hot spot for it. I'm not talking about COVID, I am talking about bad credit. Don't let bad credit rob you of your dreams of a nice home, of a nice car. Don't let bad credit rob you of tens of thousands of dollars of high interest payments over your lifetime. Get it fixed. Give us a call, Beretta Credit Repair. We're right here in the RGV, 956-313-7957. Give us a call. You'll be glad you did.